So this video that you're watching, it has been trending, and it's a story that we've all talked about. How they got a toy, either it was bought earlier, but the thing is that they decided to post that toy with their son, and the toy is the same of what Mary bought, the Range Rover SUV that she wrote a lot of things about, saying, "This is my baby, my sweat and blood," and all of that. Edochie and Mary, maybe they bought it earlier or not. The thing is that wherever it is that they bought it from, they didn't tag, but that seller tagged them. That's how people were able to kind of get the story together, regardless if it was auntie, whatever, in the United States that bought it or not. I am of the opinion that children should not be dragged. Children should not be dragged. Now, people looked at this video and they said that Star DK is autistic. And they said the other child too is not okay. I know very much that people are not happy with what happened to Kambilichuku. Kambilichuku is not at fault for what happened to him. No, it's not at fault. And none of Judy Austin's children, either former, the one he had with whoever, and the one he has with Edochie, none of them are at fault. Children did not ask. None of us asked to be born into the family. I mean, consciously, we did not request to be born into the family we are in. We did not request to be born into the country that we are in. Some of us are grateful for the kind of family we have. Some are not. Some don't even like the country that they are from. But this is called predestination. We have been predestined for it. We did not select it. So they said the child is autistic. Now, I don't have issues with observation. I have no problems with it. We cannot say because someone is sick, we should not look at it and talk about it. Autism, some people have a way of getting out of it once it is spotted earlier, maybe with some kind of detoxification, some kind of medication, sort of. It doesn't really have a treatment per se, but there are certain things that could that could bring about those signs. So they said this guy is non-verbal, that you will never hear him talk. Star DK. They say you will never hear him talk. You will never hear him react to anything. And they said, a lot of things like, and I have observed, of course, people are free to do whatever they want to do. It is their business. But I am of the opinion that children should not be dragged into talks, conversation that tends to bully a child. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Star DK did not say, "Please, I want to be born out of this union, either only or unholy, between my mom and this." God has already put out the mechanism, biological mechanism of any child, human beings. It has been there. So whatever you do is either you produce or you don't produce. So for me, I'm not comfortable with this talk. Oh, this boy is nonverbal. Okay, it's an observation. But they are like, yes. I even saw people who said they have special needs children too. They are saying the same thing. Like, I have a special need child, but this woman, your son, must suffer. No, it's not right. For me, personally, it is not right. I think Star DK will be kind of 2 years plus. And it is not all 2 years old that can speak. Not all 2 years olds can speak like some of them cannot match 2 to 3 words. Yet, delay in speech. It happens. It happens. I think that little boy was born. Yeah, that's 2 years ago. I think he should be 3 years plus now, if I'm correct. I'm not too correct. Star DK Muna Chimso Edochie. If I can recall clearly, he was born to, I think he was born I think 2020, 2030, I think the boy should be 3 years plus. So when your child is 3 years plus, closing the gap of 4 years old, and he cannot speak yet, he can't make sentences, he can't speak, then you have to seek for intervention, early intervention. I don't know if they did seek for intervention. I have seen children who could not speak at the age of 3, 4, but later they started speaking. They later started speaking. They didn't pick up speak, but later they started speaking. So I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this matter, because I'm seeing people dragging those children, saying all sort of things to them, profiling that video, and they say, look at how he ran ahead of the toy car. The thing is, if we are to go by what we think we know, that boy already got that toy. So he's accustomed. It's not like a surprise. So to him, he's kind of wondering, I have been cruising this, my SUV. I am happy that my mom and my dad or one auntie bought this thing for me. I am so happy, even if it is rented, whatever. At least I have this thing. I am so happy about it. So what is this thing about video and my dad and mom pretending, acting like telling me to do a pretend? Like, come and act like this is a new toy. No, I don't understand. I've been cruising this thing. Let's assume that's what it is. So he ran to his mom because it is mommy that called. So to him, you will run to mommy and mommy will present toy to you. People are saying, no, this boy is on the spectrum. What you should have done is to run to the toy, and some people say, look at him, he's sitting on 2 seats. He doesn't even know. No, these things, for Christ's sake, for those who have children, you know that kids behave this way. Children behave this way. So I'm not kind of comfortable that those children are being profiled. The same way we have empathy for the demise of Kambili Chukwu is the same way we should have empathy for this child too. If a child is born to parents that are abnormal, crazy people, bad people, we should have empathy for those children. And we should also have empathy on ourselves, because if those kids are to learn from their parents, we will have another problem in our society. Extra, +1, +2. Who knows the kind of person that the parents of Judy Austins were and are? We don't know what kind of persons they are. And it could be that Judy Austin is the one that became like this. And don't forget that whatever your children become, you are not going to throw the baby and the bathwater away. Just imagine what you expect from Sir Peter Edochie. You heard Rita Edochie address that. Auntie Rita Edochie, she addressed this. She said, what do you expect the man to do? To take whip and flog a grown-up man that does not require food, money, and stipends from you? There is a limit to what you can do. And you cannot come outside and be destroying what you know is already is on the way of destruction. You can only call your child and speak to that child behind the closed doors. That's what you can do. You can't come out and start saying, you expect the father to come out and say, my son is a useless boy. Look at what he did. No, he can't. Your child or children are the continuation of us. So what do? You suggest, advise, reprimand them, pray for them if you are into religion. If you are not into religion, you keep advising them. You ask them to seek for evaluation. Go for consultation. Go for a retreat. That's all you can do. And you only wish the best that when you get to a certain age, your children will not become, are we going to call it karma now? Because some people are like, this thing that is happening is karma to Sir Peter Edochie. We don't know. We don't know. The thing is, if Yul Edochie did not decide to get out of the prosperity that has come into the life of Mary, maybe it will be part of it and they will both enjoy and become big. Or Mary will not fulfill this part of her destiny. That's just the thing. That's the simple truth of it. Nothing more, nothing less.